Hi, I'm Marna, and this is the Dolls Rescue Channel, and this is what I have going on today for the weekend. Darren and I have two Ren Fairs coming up. One is a Dragon Fest. Notice my dragon scale fingernails. I don't think it shows up on camera though. It's got a green, oh, what do you call that? Hollow something, what is that?
Iridescent maybe?
Iridescent, yeah. But it doesn't show up on the camera. I need to redo them, but you get the idea. But I'm going to make Robert a kilt and little Scottish hat. This is the closest thing I could find to match Darren and his son Orion, who meets us or goes with us to the Ren Fairs. I don't have a black pom-pom, nor do I have time to make one. I found this white one, and I thought if I did it in the middle of the black, if I made this the center, it would work out. This is different. This is not just a beret. This is a, I'm not sure what I'm doing here, but I'm going to give it a go. Oh, I have a gray sock like this one that I'm going to use the elastic top for that. But if you see this, it's cut different than a beret. It's cut where it's cut like a pie, but not all the way to the crust, if you will. So it's got 6 cuts. I'm going to try it. If it doesn't work out, well, at least I tried. Beth Ramsden, I apologize. It may not be authentic like you make for your Blythe, the kilt, but I'm going to give it my best shot. I don't have any tiny buckles like I would like to get. So I'm going to try making some jewelry into a little square and use some ribbon for that. So we'll see. And then I've got these brown boots for Robert. They'll be brown soon. And I've done this before. I love these boots from AliExpress. I have colored these in blue and green and brown before. And what I do is I put this on a Chinese takeout chopstick. I put on rubber gloves because I'm a mess. And then I just cover that, every bit of it, including the edges. And sometimes I do the shoelaces too. Haven't decided on that yet. Wanted to show you some things I wanted to show you this first. At the last Ren Fair we went to, look at the size of these acorns. These were falling from the tree. A big breeze came through. We were sitting on this bench. There were people walking everywhere. It was very crowded. I had my little Yorkie. Imagine that hitting her in the head. It's half the size, well, it's more than half the size of her little skull. And these were falling from a tree. So as we were all running, I bent down and I got Robert one. Look at the size of that. Isn't that cute? That's his fall acorn. I also wanted to show you that Darren has been continuing to make Blythe shoes. I absolutely love these. These are the colors for, a couple of these colors are new for the Chubby Blythe. And then on the printer that you hear running right now are Chubby Blythe shoes in this blue-gray color. I just love this. He made a batch of these blue-gray. It's really a gray, but it's got a blue hue to it. I don't know if the camera will pick it up or not. But he made a batch of these. How many pair are in a batch?
5 pair.
5 pair in a batch. I said, well, you're going to have to keep running these because I'm taking all these pairs. I have a lot of oh, nope, those don't go in there. I have a lot of Blythes, and I like to match their shoes to their outfits. Okay, and then this came in the mail, and I thought you might like to see me open it. It is Blythe related, I'm sure, and I'm pretty sure it's charms that I ordered on eBay. Let's be careful here. That's going to cut something. Let's see what I got lined in that. No, it's not. Okay. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. And sure enough, oh, cool. Oh, very cool. And I like it when they have the bag around the charms, not just the tape, because that makes a mess. Very cool. Printed on both sides. Love them. that is for an upcoming something. Love them. Probably go order more of those. So I'm going to go to the sewing machine and do a little dyeing of shoes, and I will be back. Okay, here's where I am. I cut 21.5 inches, which is half of the folded fabric, by 3.5. And I would have liked 4, I think, but 3.5 might be perfect. I zigzagged all the edges except this one, and I sewed a straight stitch down. I actually did this 3 times. I'm going to fray this for the side coming up, and I might need to use a fork to do that. We'll see. And I put in my hem for the bottom. This is pleated, not gathered, so there is no string there for pulling. What I'll actually do is measure the back, and then a little at a time I will pleat this and pin each pleat, and then I'll see how much fabric I used. I will subtract what I didn't, and maybe I'll use it all. Then I put the hat on Darren's head and measured and cussed and carried on because I can't really figure it out. This, I think, was 14 inches before it went on his head. Like, I measured the sides under and across. But I'm not positive on that. And I decided to go with a dessert plate for Robert because it seemed to be right. You have to remember their head is more narrow from front to back than it is from side to side. So this is what I'm going to try to start. I drew around a dish. I tried to get this centered because I couldn't get the black centered like I was hoping. We'll just see how it comes out. I have my boots all colored brown. I'm happy with them. I took one of the shoelaces. I took embroidery thread and measured out the shoelaces. And now what I'm going to do is take clear fingernail polish and make the aglets. And those are that hard piece on the end of your shoestring that helps you thread it through your shoe. And so I'm going to do that on both ends, about 1/4 inch. If it gets longer, I'm okay with that. A little shorter, I'm okay with that. And I'll do one end at a time because I need to keep this moving so they don't stick and the paper gets stuck to them. So what I do is I let them sit a minute, and then I move them, and then I move them again, and then I'll do the other side. I'm a few steps further. This was hard on my back because I tried to get them as evenly as possible, and I'm working from the back because of the, see, I got that fringed out, and I wanted it to be on the same side as Darren. So I'm working from the back. I need to press this. The iron is on. I have my belt ready to go. That's going to go the other direction. I want the gray and black on top. In the meantime, the printer finished the shoes for the chubby. So it makes, how many pairs on this kind?
5.
5 still. I took 3. I have 2 chubby Blythes. I absolutely love them. I ordered a body to make another for myself, and I have 2 that I'm going to customize and sell. I don't know when because I got to figure out the outfits. Robert got a pull string with his name. We're going to a Dragon Fest, so I had bought these charms for Darren and Orion and I. Orion is his son. And on mine, I put these like, they just look crystal ballish. Let me move the other 2. They look crystal ballish to me. I just kind of like them. So I put those on Robert's too. Now I know silver and gold, but you know what? I still like it. I think it's very cool. Let me know what you think in the comments about that. And I have the hat ready to cut. This gets divided into 6. Oh, so I got to figure that out. I think I go here, 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 and then I don't know. I got to be careful or I'll end up with 20. So that's, oh, and the sock. The socks that Darren and Orion wear come, well, people wear with kilts, guys wear with kilts, come just below the knee. So what I did is I put this right up to the knee joint right here. And I did the J Dolls method of turning the sock inside out. And then when I take this to a sewing machine and change my thread to white, what I'll do is I'll go right along where that pin is, pulling these as I sew, heading to the point of the pin, to the next point of the pin, to the next point of the pin. And this will be the point where I turn my machine and come out to the toe. And if you do these, be sure and put a good lock on that. That is, go forward, back, and forward again, or if by hand, really sew that down, both at the top with the elastic, or it could pull out, or at the toe, and at the toe, so that when you're putting your shoe off and on, you're not wearing out the knot there. And then I'll get this sewn and I'll make another one and hope that it matches well. I will get his shoes laced up, or his boots, and he's going to be ready to go. Okay, I'm pleased and I'm disappointed. I don't know if you all saw it, but I did do this a little backwards. I'm okay with it. I think it's dyslexia, or that's what I'm going to claim. This for the fray to lay correct, which should be over here, is inside out. But you know what? I'm okay with it. It's a reasonable facsimile is what we have here. And look, it's going to be cute once I get that snap and those other pieces on. It's going to be real cute. I'm happy with the hat and I hate the hat. I messed up. I cut it in 4s instead of 6s, but it's okay. Look, how cute is that? It stays on his head. I'm very happy about that. I was saying, when you buy plaid and you're planning to work with plaid, get more than you think you need, at least twice as much, because I wanted this to lay this out so that one of these squares would come up at the crossover here, and it just didn't happen because the piece wasn't big enough. But I'm going to sew this on, I'm going to sew the snap on, and I'm going to get his socks ready. Okay, so here is what I came up with. Is it exactly what I wanted? Let's just put it this way. I want to do it again, and I might, because Darren's been talking about another color kilt anyway. I don't hate it, let's say that. I do hate that my dyslexic mind did a mirror image on the kilt, but I'm okay with it. I don't hate it. I like the little boots and the socks, and I'm going to add the little sock dealy bobs, whatever they're called, later. But here he is in his whole little outfit. I'm pleased. I could have been more pleased, but like I said, I think I'm going to do this again. And how cute is his sword that we bought at the last Ren Fair he went to. I'm just setting this here because he got it at the Ren Fair. Please come back next week when we're going to have footage of Robert, Darren, Orion, and I at the Ren Fairs that we're going to very soon. Thank you for watching the Dolls Rescue channel. Please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe.